So they get you up in your neighborhood eating all these things that are killing you. So that your God can be mad at you, and now the nations that have enslaved you will continue to be over you. You understand that? In order for you to follow Christ, you must understand there is a law. Like, I'm going to ask you a question. Come here for a second. How old are you, young man? I'm going to ask you. All nations are in the Bible, right? Every last, from Adam up until the people that are in the earth right now, right? I got a good question. According to the Bible, what's your nationality?
As far as I know, I'm African American.
Okay, now let's see. You're African American according to the Bible. There's no African people in the Bible. There's no American people in the Bible. Huh? Ethiopians in the Bible, that's who you are? But I'm asking you, who are you? Like, if you're going to come and learn amongst us, how can I teach you about anything unless I show you yourself first? Listen, that's what you're missing. You gotta listen. You got the Spirit of God, but you need the knowledge of yourself. So I'm going to ask you again. When you go into a church, do they tell you who you are, brother?
Yeah, they tell me
who are you?
Everybody got someone. North Philly, I'm Willie James from North Philly.
You Willie James from North Philly. Okay, now let's break that down, Willie James from North Philly. Hold this for me. Hold that. Willie, I'll tell you this, Willie. Before you leave, you're gonna know. Because that's our job. Now, Willie James, you get your last name from a slave master that owned a plantation whose name was James. Right? Willie James, talk to me. I'm talking to you. So your last name is James. That means a plantation owner name was James, and your great-great-great-grandfamily, grandfather and grandmother was living on its plantation, and because you was dragged off the ships and was whipped, a name James was forced on their parents that came down to you. Exactly. But now, I'm free from that because I know who I am. Who am I? Get Deuteronomy 28. This is what your churches are supposed to be doing, brother. We came off these slave ships, brother. They should be able to show you us coming off the slave ships in the Bible and tell you who they are. Get Deuteronomy 27:1 and Deuteronomy 28:1. You're going to find out we're over here because of a curse of our foreparents. We're going to give it to you. Let me answer this brother question first, and I'm going to handle you next, brother. Read. I'm going to show you who we are. Read Deuteronomy 27:1. Read.
And Moses with the elders of Israel.
Of who?
Israel.
Go ahead.
Commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
So you heard about Moses, right? You go to church. Moses was given commandments, and his people name was Israel, right? Read Deuteronomy 28:15 and see what happens to Israel if they don't follow these commandments given to Moses. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
The Lord says all these curses shall come upon you and overtake you. What curses? Let's see if the curses of God's people are in the Bible. Read the 68th verse.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
Ships.
With what?
Ships.
Who went into bondage a second time with ships? The Negroes here in America, brother. The Negroes in Jamaica. The Negroes in Haiti. They're living Bible prophecy. They're not telling you in the Bible, they're not telling you in churches that your history is written of in the Bible. That you're not African American, that you're the Israelites that are suffering the curse of the people that came over and called those slave ships.
He was to blame is the white man.
I'm going to show you. Listen, brother, we got to blame ourselves. We went against God. God used them to whip us. We're not going to get mad at the belt.
You know what you're saying? Because the reason why we came over here is
Come in, let me say it.
stuff like that. It's our fault.
Yeah, but this is what you're missing though. The fact that they're not teaching you that you are the people that came over here in the Bible. They're not teaching you, but listen, but they're not teaching. When I asked you who you were, you told me African American. Now listen, brother, but God didn't give you that name. You got that name in captivity. You are from the seed of Judah. You are the original Jew. You are the children, you are the child of God. Yes. The people over there that's in Israel right now are claiming to be you. I'm going to show you. Get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Hold that. Get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. You're not just a regular person. And that's what we try to portray to you, man. They're all watching you because they don't want you to assume who you really are. But listen, they know it. That's why they use crack, drugs, and self-hatred. They use all these things so you can fight against each other and never assume and connect back to your God. Because when you do, it's over for all the nations that have done this to you. Read Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Read.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
You are what?
A holy people unto the Lord thy God.
You are a holy people. You are a holy people. That means you are the true people. Read.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
Have what?
Chosen thee.
Out of all the people in the earth, you were chosen. That's why we had to suffer the worst. God gave us his laws, statutes, and commandments, and we broke them. Now look at our people. That proves we're the chosen. Look at the other nations. They're doing all types of wickedness in the earth, and they still ruling. Why? Their plight is different than ours because they didn't get the law. Because God chose us, we had a higher responsibility in the earth. But here we're here to tell you that we're at the end of our captivity. And Babylon is about to fall, and your turn is next. But the question is, are you willing to do what it takes to step into that position? Huh?
You saying it's about to be the end of the world?
This world's going to always be here. It's going to be the end of America. If this is your world, it's the end of it. Many antichrists, according to John. It's the end of America. You can't see